Have you ever felt like life moves in mysterious rhythms, like a dance of unseen forces guiding the tides of change? What if I told you that there's a timeless principle governing this rhythm, a hidden key that unlocks the secrets of our reality? Well, today we'll take a journey into the enigmatic realm of the law of rhythm, a principle so profound it facilitates all things in the universe. I promise you this isn't just another philosophical discourse or abstract concept. No, we're diving headfirst into practical applications of this universal law, exploring how it influences every aspect of our lives, from the rise and fall of economies to the ebb and flow of our emotions. Join me as we unravel the mysteries of cyclical nature and the transformative power of transmutation, and discover how understanding the law of rhythm can revolutionize your approach to stress, decision-making, and personal growth. But beware, for once you glimpse the hidden patterns of the universe, there's no turning back. So grab a seat, open your mind, and prepare to be captivated, because the journey we're about to embark on is nothing short of extraordinary.
Once there lived a humble farmer named Hero. Hero tended to his fields diligently, waking up before the crack of dawn every day, toiling until the sun dipped below the horizon. One day, Hero's neighbor, an ambitious merchant named Koji, approached him with an offer. Koji had heard of a lucrative trade route that promised great wealth, but it required leaving their village for months at a time. Intrigued by the prospect of fortune, Koji urged Hero to join him on this adventure. But Hero, rooted in the rhythm of his life, declined Koji's offer. He explained, "Every seed I plant follows a rhythm of its own. It requires nurturing, patience, and understanding. Just as the seasons change, so do the needs of my crops. I cannot disrupt this rhythm without risking the bounty of my harvest." Undeterred, Koji set out on his journey, chasing after wealth and glory. Months passed and Koji returned to the village with tales of exotic lands and treasures beyond imagination. He flaunted his newfound riches, boasting of the luxuries he had acquired. However, Hero noticed something peculiar about Koji's demeanor. Though he possessed wealth beyond measure, Koji seemed restless and discontent. His once vibrant spirit was now clouded with worry and anxiety. Meanwhile, Hero's fields flourished with abundance. Each season brought forth a bountiful harvest, providing sustenance for the entire village. His days were filled with the simple joys of tending to the land and watching his crops thrive in harmony with the natural rhythm of life. One evening, as Hero and Koji sat beneath the starlit sky, Koji confessed his inner turmoil. "I thought wealth would bring me happiness," he lamented, "but instead, it has brought me nothing but stress and emptiness. I envy the peace you have found in your simple life, Hero." Reflecting on his journey, Koji realized the truth in Hero's words. He had disregarded the law of rhythm, chasing after fleeting desires without understanding the natural flow of life. In his pursuit of wealth, he had lost sight of the simple joys and contentment that Hero had embraced. From that day forward, Koji vowed to live in harmony with the rhythm of life, finding fulfillment not in the pursuit of wealth, but in the beauty of simplicity and the joy of living in tune with nature's cadence. And as the seasons continued to change, Hero's fields flourished, a testament to the wisdom of embracing the law of rhythm.
Hermes Trismegistus is a legendary symbolic figure associated with the Greek god Hermes, who is considered a messenger and a guide between the divine and human realms, and the Egyptian god Thoth, who is associated with wisdom and writing. He covers a wide range of topics, and for this series, we'll be delving into the 7 Hermetic Principles, which became pretty influential in the development of the Western occult. We can assert that his earliest texts, known as the Corpus Hermeticum, are believed to have been written in the 2nd and 3rd centuries CE. Let's imagine for a moment you're at a concert watching your favorite artist crank out your favorite tunes. You're immersed and surrounded by the electrifying energy of the crowd, the pulsating drums synchronizing with the beat of your heart. Suddenly, you're not just listening to the music, you're a part of it. As the music builds to a crescendo, you find yourself swept up in the collective energy of the crowd, moving in harmony with the tempo of the music. The law of rhythm has taken you over. This law says that everything in the universe moves in cycles. Just as the drum strikes resonate with alternating peaks and valleys, so too does life unfold in a series of highs and lows, expansions and contractions. Consider your heartbeat as a perfect example of this. With each beat, there's a surge and release of energy, a cycle of expansion as the heart contracts to pump blood throughout the body, followed by a momentary relaxation before the next beat. And this rhythm of your heart mirrors the rhythms of existence, reminding us of the cyclical nature of life itself. Just as the tide ebbs and flows, the seasons change, and the moon waxes and wanes, so too do our experiences oscillate between moments of growth and contraction, abundance and scarcity, joy and sorrow. So how can this understanding bring you peace of mind, knowing that whatever happens in life, it's just a matter of time before the law of rhythm corrects it? Picture yourself stargazing on a clear moonlit night, marveling at the beautiful expanse overhead. Each star twinkles in its own cadence while the moon waxes and wanes in a steady, predictable rhythm. Even in space, the law of rhythm governs the movement of the cosmos, orchestrating a symphony of light and motion that transcends eternity. There's rhythm everywhere, but let's be honest, not all of us are Ren McCormick. Most of us are more like Willard Hewitt, trying desperately to find rhythm so we don't look like complete buffoons at the senior prom. And for the love of God, if you haven't seen the original Footloose, like and share this video first before watching it. And subscribe so I can bring up other random 80s movies I can force into my videos for absolutely no particular reason at all. Yeah, Ren had rhythm. He was tapped into the music and he knew how to get down. And we all have access to that rhythm, just not in the way that you think. You see, nothing in the universe is static. Everything pulsates with its own rhythm, from the smallest subatomic particles to vast galaxies. And this isn't some arbitrary pattern, but a precise sequence governed by universal laws that we have zero control of. And nowhere is this more prevalent than in nature, where the changing seasons mirror the cyclical rhythms of birth, growth, death, and rebirth. Each season unfolds with its own unique rhythm, from the vibrant burst of life in spring to the quiet introspection of winter, illustrating the eternal cycle of renewal and transformation. And we'll delve more into nature in a bit. Moreover, the law of rhythm extends beyond the physical realm to encompass the subtle realms of thought, emotion, and consciousness. Our thoughts and feelings, like the seasons, move in rhythmic patterns, influencing our perceptions, choices, and actions. By understanding and harmonizing with these inner rhythms, we can cultivate greater clarity, balance, and harmony in our lives. Now, throughout history, mystics, philosophers, scientists alike have recognized the profound implications of the law of rhythm, weaving its insights into their teachings and explorations of the natural world. One such person was Heraclitus, a pre-Socratic Greek philosopher known for his ideas about change and flux in the universe.
Everything flows and nothing stays. Everything flows and nothing abides. Everything gives way and nothing stays fixed. Everything flows, nothing remains. All is flux. Nothing is stationary. All is flux. Nothing stays still. For if one were to keep fast, even for a moment, and recognize something by itself as distinct and by itself, that one thing would not be recognized at all, for it would be recognized by being contrasted with something else. And it would be recognized not as one, but by virtue of the juxtaposition of many.
Here, Heraclitus emphasizes the ever-changing nature of the universe. He asserts that everything is in a constant state of flux, with nothing remaining static or permanent. But the most important thing he says here is that attempting to grasp reality as fixed or stable is futile. So in essence, the law of rhythm invites us to embrace the inherent order and harmony of the universe, recognizing that life itself is a rhythmic dance of creation and transformation. By attuning ourselves to the rhythms of nature and the cosmos, we can unlock the wisdom encoded within the fabric of reality, guiding us on a journey of self-discovery, growth, and spiritual evolution. I want you to do me a favor. Close your eyes and take a few seconds to relax into the vibration of wherever you are now. There? Good. Now I want you to imagine yourself standing in a vast forest surrounded by towering trees that sway gently in the breeze. As you listen intently, what do you hear? Suddenly you become attuned to the subtle symphony of nature unfolding around you, all with its own rhythm. The rustling of leaves, the chirping of birds, the babbling of a nearby stream. In every rustle and chirp, you discern the unmistakable imprint of rhythm guiding the flow of life through the heart of the forest. By now, at this point in the video, you can see that rhythm is everywhere, and this is important to digest. We have the rhythmic orbits of the planets, the pulsating cycles of the stars, the ebb and flow of the tides, the cycles of weather patterns, and the precession of the seasons. They all attest to the intricate rhythms that animate our planet. Culture, creativity, language, expression, music, dance. Humans have an innate impulse to harmonize with the rhythmic pulse of existence. It helps us to recognize the interconnectedness of all things and appreciate the beauty and complexity of our existence. As an example, Ralph Waldo Trine, who was a philosopher, mystic, and writer in the late 19th century, best known for his writings on New Thought philosophy, often discussed the law of rhythm in his works. He suggested that life unfolds in rhythmic patterns of ups and downs, expansions and contractions, similar to Heraclitus' concept. According to Trine, understanding and harmonizing with this rhythm can lead to greater success, fulfillment, and inner peace.
Thought is a force, and it has rhythm as does all force. All power is rhythmic. Every wave has its ebb and flow. Every atom has its rhythm of vibration. Every form in nature has its law of growth, its process of birth, growth, maturity, decay. Every planet has its time of birth, its period of growth, its days of zenith and decline.
Here, Trine underscores the rhythmic nature of all phenomena in the universe. He asserts that thought as a force operates rhythmically, suggesting that the patterns and fluctuations observed in the physical world are mirrored in the realm of thought. Stuff, as a species, we're only starting to pay attention to now. His message here is twofold. First, to highlight the interconnectedness of all things through rhythm, and second, to emphasize the importance of recognizing and aligning with these natural rhythms in order to navigate life more effectively. So, are you up to the challenge of harmonizing with the rhythmic flow of existence? And are you finally ready to harness the power that rhythm has to facilitate personal growth, creativity, and fulfillment that can last a lifetime?
In the heart of a bustling city, there lived a young woman named Selina. Selina was a rising star in the world of technology, working tirelessly at a prestigious startup to develop groundbreaking innovations that promised to change the world. Driven by ambition and a thirst for success, Selina poured herself into her work, sacrificing countless hours and personal relationships in pursuit of her goals. She believed that success could be achieved through sheer determination and unwavering commitment, regardless of the toll it took on her well-being. But as the months turned into years, Selina found herself caught in a relentless cycle of work and stress. The demands of her job grew ever more demanding, leaving her feeling drained and depleted. Despite her best efforts, success seemed to elude her grasp, always just beyond reach. One day, exhausted and disillusioned, Selina stumbled upon a mindfulness workshop during her lunch break. Intrigued by the promise of inner peace and balance, she decided to attend, hoping to find respite from the chaos of her busy life. As she listened to the teachings of the workshop leader, Selina began to understand the concept of rhythm in a new light. She learned that life is not just about pushing forward relentlessly, but also about finding harmony and balance in the ebb and flow of existence. Inspired by this newfound wisdom, Selina embarked on a journey of self-discovery, seeking out moments of stillness and reflection amidst the chaos of her daily routine. She learned to listen to the subtle rhythms of her own body and mind, honoring the need for rest and rejuvenation as much as the drive for achievement. With a renewed sense of purpose, Selina returned to her work with a fresh perspective. Instead of chasing after success with single-minded determination, she allowed herself to embrace the natural rhythm of the creative process, trusting that inspiration would come in its own time. To her surprise, Selina found that by surrendering to the flow of life, she was able to achieve more than she ever thought possible. Ideas flowed freely, innovation flourished, and success followed naturally, without the need for force or struggle. And so, Selina learned that true success is not just about reaching the top, but about finding balance and fulfillment along the journey, in harmony with the rhythm of life itself.
Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Continue doing this consciously and you'll notice a subtle rhythm that takes over. With each inhale and exhale, you engage in a dance with all life, drawing in oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide in a steady flow. In this exchange, you synchronize your body with the natural rhythms of the universe, allowing you to access a natural power that is forever omnipresent. And it's this power that can change how you approach life. It's there, we're a part of it, and it's free. The true essence of this law lies in its transformative potential, offering a pathway to personal growth, self-mastery, and spiritual evolution. And acclaimed essayist and philosopher Ralph Waldo Emerson knew this. Emerson's works frequently emphasize the importance of recognizing and aligning with the natural rhythms of life to achieve personal and spiritual growth.
Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. In every blade of grass, in every tree that grows, there is a quiet unfolding, a rhythm that cannot be hurried. Nature teaches us that all things come in their own time, that growth and transformation are gradual processes. By aligning ourselves with this pace, we learn to be patient and to trust in the natural order of things, finding peace and wisdom in the gentle flow of life.
Here, Emerson points out that nature operates at its own unhurried pace, and one of its essential lessons is to learn something I'm kind of ashamed to admit I have none of: patience. To live harmoniously, we should align ourselves with this natural tempo rather than rushing or forcing things. Again, something I'm working very hard on changing in myself as well. So we can use this law to improve our lives in a couple of ways. First, we can use it with our productivity cycles. Just as nature experiences periods of growth and rest, humans have varying energy levels throughout the day. Identify your peak productivity times and schedule tasks requiring focus and creativity during these periods. Likewise, honor your body's need for rest and relaxation during low-energy phases to prevent burnout and maintain balance. Secondly, and I feel like a broken record here, learn to cultivate mindfulness. Incorporate practices such as breathwork, meditation, or rhythmic movement into your daily routine to promote mental clarity and emotional resilience. By syncing your health with patterns or engaging in rhythmic movements such as Tai Chi or Qigong, you can synchronize your body and mind and reduce stress, also while fostering a deeper sense of presence and connection with the present moment. And lastly, embrace adaptation. Just as nature experiences seasons of growth, stagnation, and decay, our lives undergo similar cycles of change and transformation. Rather than resisting inevitable changes, cultivate an attitude of flexibility and resilience. Trust that challenging times will eventually give way to periods of growth and renewal, and use each season of life as an opportunity for learning, self-discovery, and personal growth. As my grandma used to say, this too shall pass. At the end of the day, harnessing the power of rhythms is about cultivating a deeper sense of connection and harmony with the rhythms of the universe, recognizing that we're not separate from, but integral to, the cosmic dance of creation. By aligning ourselves with the rhythmic flow of life, we can unlock our fullest potential, embodying the timeless wisdom of the ancients, and stepping into the fullness of our divine essence. Thanks so much for joining me today. And as we reach the end of our journey into the depths of the law of rhythm, I hope you're feeling as inspired and enlightened as I am. We've explored the timeless principles of cyclical nature and transmutation, uncovering the hidden patterns that govern our lives. But remember, knowledge alone is not enough. It's what we do with this knowledge that truly matters. So here are 5 takeaways that you can take from today's video. Number 1, rhythmic patterns. One big thing I've learned today is that life has its rhythms, just like music. It's all about those highs and lows, the ups and downs we experience. Take a moment to think about your own life. Have you noticed any recurring patterns or cycles? It could be in your emotions, your productivity, or even in the events happening around you. Number 2, emotional balance. Another key takeaway is the importance of emotional balance. It's like having a steady hand on the steering wheel of life, no matter what twists and turns may come your way. Practicing mindfulness and self-awareness can really help us stay centered, and even when things get tough. So next time you're feeling overwhelmed, try taking a deep breath and reminding yourself that it's okay to feel what you're feeling. Number 3, strategic decision making. The law of rhythm can help us make smarter choices and make better decisions. Think of it like catching a wave. You want to ride it at just the right moment. So before making any big moves, take a step back and consider the timing. Is it the right time to act, or should you wait for a better opportunity? Number 4, resilience and adaptability. This one is a game changer. It's all about bouncing back when life throws us a curveball. Instead of seeing setbacks as roadblocks, we can view them as stepping stones to something better. Being adaptable is key too. Flexibility is our superpower in a world that's always changing. And finally, transmutation. This is where we learn to turn our lemons into lemonade, if you will. We have the power to transform challenges into opportunities simply by changing our mindset. So the next time you're facing a tough situation, try flipping the script. Focus on the positive, set your intentions, and watch as the energy shifts in your favor. Remember, when it all boils down to it, we're in this together, learning and growing as we go. I encourage you to take the insights gained today and apply them to your own life. Embrace the ebb and flow of existence, knowing that each challenge is an opportunity for growth, each setback a chance for transformation. In times of stress, remember the power of emotional balance and resilience. In moments of uncertainty, trust in the rhythmic cycles of life to guide you forward. And in the face of adversity, harness the transformative energy of transmutation to turn obstacles into stepping stones towards your dreams. As my girl Janet used to say, if you found any value in today's video, then please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support is very much appreciated, and together I truly believe we can raise the vibration of our planet. Also, feel free to leave suggestions in the comments on topics you'd like me to cover in future episodes. Our next episode will be number 6, the principle of cause and effect, and I hope to see you there. Once again, I'm Sean Hakeem. Thank you so much for visiting, and remember, I have not told you anything that you already don't